Southwest Louisiana happens to be leading the nation in announced industrial projects. We have over $86 billion in industry that have been announced. Many of them are underway and getting underway. So this is unprecedented growth coming to our region.
As of June 2015, we're on schedule to double our housing permits from what we did in the previous year. I think the southern part of the parish is seeing a lot of those housing permits. I think a lot of it has to do with our proximity to the industrial boom that's going on in Lake Charles. Employees can get to and from work within 35 to 40 minutes. We also have a med helicopter company that has strategically chose the southern part of Allen Parish to put their business here to be able to coordinate and go to different areas of need, from Lake Charles to Lafayette to Alexandria to even possibly offshore with their helicopters.
It's only 15 minutes or 20 minutes from the South Beauregard area to Lake Charles, and a lot of people don't mind commuting that far to work, and they're moving to Beauregard because of the aesthetics of living in the country and being close enough to work in the city. I think in the 2014 area we have approximately 13 new commercial entities that have moved in. So far it's all mostly small business development, and the South Beauregard part is really phenomenal. They just finished a $14 million project on the school down there. They may have to look at building some more schools down there before very much longer.
Well, of course, the major announcement was Sasol, and their ethane cracker unit is about a $9 billion project. It's under construction now. They will hire 5,000 construction workers and 500 permanent jobs. The second phase, their gas to liquid plant, the investment decision has been delayed on that, but we're very confident that will come through. Additionally, we've had at least 4 other LNG facilities announce their plans in Calcasieu and about 4 in Cameron Parish. So we have 9 or 10 LNG facilities, which will be the most in the world, based here. In addition to the LNG that have been announced, some existing companies like Axiall has a big project, Westlake Chemical, as you mentioned, and others. So it's not just all LNG.
There are 2 projects currently under construction in Cameron that total roughly $30 billion in capital expenditure. Those are Cheniere Energy in Johnson Bayou. Cheniere Energy actually broke ground in Cameron Parish at the current site in 2003 for an import facility. And as they chose to export liquid natural gas, they selected that same site to do so. It was conducive to that kind of development. So that's a more than $20 billion project. Also under construction is Sempra's Cameron LNG project, a more than $10 billion project, which has recently announced that it will add 2 additional trains for export. In addition to those 2 projects that are under construction, we've got another 4 that are land-based along our Calcasieu Ship Channel, and then another that is offshore. We understand that the Delphine project will operate a floating liquid natural gas facility 50 miles offshore of Johnson Bayou. So Southern California Telephone and Energy is a $9.25 billion project that's been announced on the island. They will also export liquid natural gas. On the east side of the Calcasieu Ship Channel, we have another company called Venture Global who have proposed a $6 billion project. They recently expanded their footprint from a little more than 200 acres to more than 900 acres. They've optioned property as well. And then we have another 2 projects on the west side of the ship channel.
Some of the big things that have been announced are the metal plate galvanizing plant, and that's going in between Roanoke and Jennings on Farm Supply Road right off of Highway 90. The Lacassine Agro-Industrial Park. It is owned by the state through the Louisiana Agriculture Finance Authority. In the park used to be the syrup mill. That closed down. Now we have Porcel in there. We also have the South Louisiana rail loading facility where we load rough rice, paddy rice they call it, load it on trains and ship direct to Mexico. Also right close to that park is the Louisiana Spirits Rum Distillery and the cotton spinning plant. That's just around the park. We also have Marche Bridge Company that has just come in on Highway 90, and they do the rebar for all the plants in Lake Charles. So you can see that this is driven by what's happening all over Acadiana and Southwest Louisiana.